Anyone else really doesn't care for Jadis? I'm sorry, I just think she's a boring character. In this episode, this was sort of like a road trip episode because Rick and Michonne are traveling together back to Alexandria, and of course, you know that they're going to meet bad people along the way because this is Walking Dead after all. I like this episode, but I didn't think it was as strong as last week. This was pretty much classic Walking Dead from the get-go, and while I did like the Rick and Michonne interactions, the plot felt kind of filler to me, even though there's a clear endgame now to this miniseries. We also get flashbacks with Jadis and Graveyard this episode, which really says to the audience that this is the last of Jadis we'll ever see in this universe. I also didn't care much for these as they don't do much for either character in my opinion. We know that Jadis is evil and that Gabriel trusted the wrong person. My mistake wasn't trusting you, the priest tells Jadis. It was losing faith in you. Scenes just didn't really grab my attention. They were really, in my opinion, pointless. I just didn't see a reason for them other than the fact that Jadis gives Rick the ring at the end, but you really didn't need these flashbacks. They just really were scenes filler. You could have done anything else during the runtime of this episode. We just didn't need it. We just didn't need flashbacks for Jadis or Gabriel. I thought they were a time waster. They just really bored me. I did think we did get something nice in this episode, and that's Rick proposing to Michonne near the end. I thought it was the best scene in the entire thing, and I really liked their chemistry. And I just think that they're the best part of this series by far. This episode showed how the CRM can brainwash just about everybody, since Jadis was brainwashed and Rick was brainwashed. She believed their way was the answer. That's why Rick and Michonne will take the entire community down. I like that. That's where this is mostly heading. They're gonna try to defeat the CRM. They're evil and a danger to Alexandria and to their children. I have trouble imagining that this will happen in only one episode, but there's only a part of them that they will take down, and maybe the rest is going to be for later on, because the CRM does look pretty big. There's a lot of soldiers. There's a ton of personnel, and I think that only Rick and Michonne cannot take this entire thing down. They'll have to ask Alexandria for help. Daryl, Carol, and the rest of them. Jadis also has files on Alexandria, so they need to destroy these files so that nobody can ever get to them. They just need to destroy this CRM thing, and so that they can get back to their normal lives. They encounter 3 bad wanderers whom they save but are then immediately betrayed by. Rick and Michonne had given them bags of noodles, but an act of kindness was not repaired in an act of goodness. They pulled a gun on us. They don't get noodles, Michonne tells Rick. What I love about the series is seeing how much these two love and care for each other. Here, Rick has become the brave man once again, and he's going to do anything to protect his home and the ones he loves. He's a father, a husband, a warrior, and a protector. They are soon discovered by Jadis, who suspected that they had survived the helicopter crash and came for them. I think that the fact that she found them is a bit silly. I know she explains this with the noodle wrappings, but come on, it's a stretch. And of course, CRM thought that they were all dead, but like Jadis just pops out of nowhere. Of course, she doesn't manage to kill Rick and Michonne. She asks them to tie each other up, but Rick gets the upper hand. He throws the bed at her, and Michonne, she just fires at her. She gets a gun. She fires at Jadis, and then a car chase ensues, and Jadis just hits a tree. She escapes from the vehicle, and then she meets the bad people that we met in the beginning of the episode. Of course, she asked for their help in exchange for shelter in the CRM, which of course they accept. And the whole thing just falls down in under Jadis's feet, and nothing works. Of course, Michonne and Rick just beats her. They kill all the survivors. They get eaten by zombies. And I also really like the stone zombie that they introduced in this episode. I thought it was cool. So yeah, they killed the survivors, the 3 survivors that nobody likes, and Jadis, she tries to make a deal with them. She tells them that she has to live in order to protect Alexandria, which is just bullshit. You just fight back with these bastards. You don't have to make a deal with her. She, of course, gets bit, and she dies. I thought that the conversation was cool, but the entire montage of her, just of her life, I just didn't care for. Does anyone care about Jadis? I'm just curious. Do you really love her character? I think she's just a pretty bad character, and she just made poor decisions about poor decisions. So I don't understand why she gets a montage. I really don't. It feels weird. It's almost like if let's say the governor had a montage or Negan had a montage. It's just really unnecessary in my opinion. So the episode ends with Rick and Michonne really deciding to go after the CRM now. Like I said, I don't think that they're gonna take down the entire thing, because there's only one episode left, and I think that would be weird for just the 2 of them to take the entire thing down. But maybe they're gonna go back to Alexandria and get Daryl and Carol and the rest of them for help. Now, of course, I really want them to reunite with the Alexandria people at the end of this series. I have no idea where Daryl is at, because I haven't watched his miniseries yet. I don't know if he's gonna meet Daryl, but at least maybe Carol or some, at least his children. Like, give us that at the end of the series. If you can't give us the others, then just at least his kids. We gotta see a reunion, and like, this was what the show was for. So let's get on with it. Let's have it resolved nicely. I thought it was hard to really live up to last week's entry, but hopefully the finale of the series will deliver. Hopefully it's going to be a great episode. So I thought this episode was fine, but not really all that amazing or that memorable. And I'm hoping that the finale will be awesome. So let me know what you thought about episode 5 of The Walking Dead, the ones who live, down in comments below. Become, and please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.